Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sundari Joyatri from University of Lampung. Today I want to presentation the identification of secondary metabolite compounds from methanol extract of RARU, COTYLELOBIUM melanoxylon bark, and antibacterial bioactivity test from methanol fraction and the result of its modification. Introduction. COTYLELOBIUM melanoxylon is one of the ex situ conservation Dipterocarpaceae family plants for valuable and threatened tree species. In Indonesia, besides being famous as a mix of alcoholic drink, RARU plants work as a traditional medicine who overcomes disease due to diabetes bacteria. The bark of RARU has been used by local communities in North Sumatra as antidiarrheal drugs due to its antibacterial compounds. Methanol extract of RARU bark was obtained several secondary metabolites, example flavonoid, saponin, tannin, and terpenoid, may have a great potential as an antioxidant and antihyperglycemic agent. Secondary metabolites compound have hydroxyl group that can oxidize at a certain time. Flavonoid secondary metabolite compound have been successfully modified with region diazomethane, produces stability activated flavonoid compounds and antibacterial tested activity against B. subtilis and E. coli bacteria. And the goal of scientific research can be seen in the slide. Benefit of scientific research can be seen in the slide. Result and discussion. Scheme analysis can be seen in the slide. Partially extract methanol of RARU bark. Methanol extract was partitioned by using an hexane and a water ethyl acetate with 1:1 ratio. Is partitioned to partially the nonpolar, semipolar, and polar compounds. Both extract and its partitioned with BIOACTIVITY. The compounds using thin layer chromatography (TLC) with UV light 3349 nanometer and 240 nanometer. Phytochemical test is qualitative chemical examination of natural organic compounds that have a biologic activity found in plants recently examination. The methanol extract contains saponin and reacted with aqueous to produce foam. The methanol extract contain alkaloids reacted with Maillard region and chloroform produces white sediment, and the methanol extract of RARU contains flavonoid that bonded magnesium oxidized with strong chloroacid produced brown solution. Purification methanol fraction using column chromatography. The methanol fraction purified using CC with separat LH20 as a state phase and methanol 100% as a mobile phase. Separat LH20 used to separate organic compounds based on the weight of the compound. In the result, MSP12, MSP11, and MSP21 purified results that was modified diazomethane for esterification. Modification aim to make a purified fraction compound more stable. The secondary metabolite compound have hydroxyl function group which can undergo oxidation at a certain time. Because of that, we have to modification to more stable. Positive result with the difference TLC decreased polarity compound of modified fractions so that the modified compound changed in the function group into a metaxy group due to esterification reaction. The modifiers of MSP21 are more pure than MSP11 and extract. The MSP fraction and its esterification were tested in of its antibacterial bioactivity against Bacillus subtilis and Escherichia coli bacteria. In antibacterial activity tested against B. subtilis bacteria using diffusion method, the inhibition zone for antibacterial activity based on the diameter divided into three classifications are very high, medium, and weak. In this result of Bacillus subtilis bacteria, MSP21 have a medium inhibition zone for antibacterial activity. And from E. coli, MSP21 and modification, the both of them have a high inhibition zone for antibacterial activity. Conclusion and recommendation. The conclusion is our first, The identified methanol partition result from RARU barks has positive reaction of its contents saponin, alkaloid, and flavonate. Methanol fraction was done by purification using column chromatography. And the third, the antibacterial bioactivity test result of the MSP21 column chromatography was as following in 0.5 milligram concentration and 0.4 milligram results in medium inhibition for Bacillus subtilis. And in case of against E. coli, both of them, the inhibition was high. Recommendation: the result of the study could update the more advanced thoughts about the isolation of pure compound and bioactivity tests for anti-diabetic from RARU barks chemical compounds. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.